Hi and welcome. My name's Chris Flint and I'm a men's transformation coach. Today we're going to be talking about mental fortitude. Okay. Now, first of all, what we need to understand is what is mental fortitude. Before we speak about how to build mental fortitude within yourself, we need to first figure out what mental fortitude is. Now, there's loads of crap thrown out there about it. Stuff like that it's a trait. Okay, it's a personality trait. Okay, it is not a personality trait. I will tell you now. You're not born with mental fortitude. In fact, you're born with the ability just to give up as soon as you have. Mental fortitude is learned. Okay, you learn mental fortitude. It's a skill that you develop and you can keep developing it. You can have a level of mental fortitude now that you think is peak. Okay, but in 10 years' time, it could be something that you would have easily give up on back then, but now you won't. Okay, so mental fortitude then, how I see it is the ability, okay, to focus and execute solutions when in the face of adversity or uncertainty. Okay, so if you're faced with uncertainty or a difficult path, so some adversity, okay, you have to be able to overcome that. Now, when you can overcome that, boom, that is mental fortitude. Okay, so in the military, we have it a lot by giving shit tasks. Okay, so we're told to do this. We don't want to do it, but we have to do it anyway because we understand that there's a bigger picture at play here. Okay, which is if we don't do that, then you have two roads. Okay, the whole team can sort of reap the effects of you not wanting to do that. So if you're told, for example, dig a hole there, ready for a trench to hide in. If you don't do that, then obviously there is a big sort of fallback on when the enemy approaches your position there, you're going to be out, you're going to be exposed, and therefore then you're going to be under contact very quickly. As if we have a trench, all of our platoon, our team, whatever it may be, can hide in that trench, and therefore we can fight and have a battle from within that trench more safely than we can in an open field like so. Okay, so there's that first hand, and then the second protocol is you get fucked over. Okay, so you will get punished in some form or another. That's it, simple as. So you have them two ways that sort of almost push mental fortitude within someone and almost have them bound forward in the military with the sense of I've got to get that job done, right, we're going to get it done anyway. Okay, regardless if it's a shit job, anything else, you still do it. So you need to start building that within yourself. Okay, so to think about it then, okay, so we've already touched on what it is. Okay, so it's to have that focus and that ability to execute them solutions. Okay, so you need to first of all think of solutions. So you have a problem. Okay, and then from that problem then, first of all, you need the focus. Okay, so you need the focus. And then afterwards, you need to formulate a plan of attack to overcome that problem, and therefore you have the solution. Okay, that is literally mental fortitude in the nutshell. Okay, it's having the focus and solution under the circumstances of a problem of sorts. Okay, so that's it, really cut down. Now then, what's at play here? Now there's a few different things at play, but what I want to mostly speak about is your emotional feelings. Okay, and by emotional feelings, what I mean is not just Jimmy down the road kicked me in the shin and it hurts and now I want to cry. I don't mean that kind of emotional feelings. Okay, what I mean is the chemical released by them emotional feelings. Okay, so what is it that's wanting to make you cry? It's not the pain, because you can get hurt by something and not cry, and then you can get hurt by something else and cry. That may not be a different pain level, if you like, but why is that pain level more? Okay, so I don't want to confuse you too much with it all, so I'll try and keep this within a line so you understand what I'm talking about here. So with this then, I'll use a different one. So we'll look here then, we'll look at almost what emotions does that problem cause, okay? I'll put emotions from problem. Okay, so what are these emotions? So I'll give you an example. I was out for a run the other day. It was only a mile run, okay? It was mile best effort, best I could do. And maybe, a mile and a half best effort. I was a mile into it and I was going up a hill and I thought, I can't be arsed, okay? I cannot be arsed. And there then, as soon as I thought that, I was ready to give up. I felt my legs being like, right, okay, I'm more than happy to stop, okay? So what were the first thing that I noticed there? That I can't be arsed, okay? Okay, so I can't be arsed. Now, already, I now have the problem, okay? Which is, I'm not wanting to continue this run. My mind's saying, nope, that's it, let's give up, okay? Now, my body was very quick to say, yes, okay, I'm down with that, okay? So then you have to ask yourself, why is your body so quick to want to quit that run as you had it in your head that you're going to do that mile and a half, and you've done that mile and a half numerous times to the point that you know it off the back of your hand. You almost know how it's going to feel afterwards, even when you keep pushing yourself and better in the time each time, okay? But still, you understand how that feels. Now, what went through my mind next, okay, is the thing that is the solution, if you like, to that, okay? So basically, with me, I can't be asked what this means within the terms of my body, okay? My body created a certain chemical response to that, okay? So there was a chemical response within my body. Now, when that chemical response came within my body it loves that chemical, let's put it that way, okay? So again, this is just an example. This could be, for example, I don't know, adrenaline. If you're an adrenaline junkie, okay, you're addicted to that chemical which is released with the adrenaline, okay? So the adrenaline's pumping around in your body and your body wants more of that. And therefore then it will always push after that and keep putting you in situations where you will release that chemical, okay? Because again, it's addicted to it. Now, I would have give up. If I didn't have mental fortitude, that's it. I would have give up, okay? But I didn't. And why didn't I? Because I told myself, I said, no, you are not in control of my mind. I am the mind, and therefore I will push on if I want to. And therefore, I ended up going faster and harder to finish it quicker. No, I'm kidding. I did it faster and harder to prove something to myself, okay? So what I had to do then is, so I got the focus. So the focus was, nope, my body is not in charge. It is my mind that is in charge. If ever you get to a point where you want to quit or give in, just say that to yourself. Just say that to yourself. And then what you'll notice is, you will notice a massive change within yourself. You'll probably notice that you can go more or do more, depending what the hell it is, okay? So you need to then, so there we had the chemical response, and now all of a sudden I can't be asked. Okay, so how did in fact I'll use agree. So how did I overcome that? I created a focus. Okay, which was, no, my body isn't in charge. I don't care if my body wants that chemical. My mind is the thing in charge, and therefore I'm not going to let it take that. Okay, you can look at it as a chemical, as a program, whatever it may be, which was the quitter. Okay, so that was the quitter, and this is overall what this was. This was the quitter. Oh, fucking hell, if I can bloody spell, give me a second. Okay, and that would have brought me back to my pre-army days when I would quit a lot, when I would give up. Okay, but then in the military I realised that, again, I had to do tasks and had to get things done, and when things got done, shit got done. Okay, so therefore I got rid of that. But my body still always craves that quitter, but you have to be strong mentally. Again, it's easy to say that, but tell yourself first. Before you give up, just say to yourself, nope, you are my body and that is it. I'm in charge up here, I am the mind, and I will go on if I want to. Okay, so tell yourself that first and then see how you feel. but don't just react on a feeling instantly. So back to the run then. I was giving in. I was at the point of breaking in where I says I can't be arsed. So instead of stopping straight away and giving in to that, I still continued in that pain for a bit. Okay, I was in that pain of wanting to give up, but I still continued in it just for a bit more, because you have to be certain about that feeling, that it's not just an initial emotion that's going to flush away and run away quickly. Okay, so stay in that pain a little bit longer, and then you can say to yourself, right, okay, I'm still within it now, but now I want to talk to myself. So now I want to say, no, you're not in charge. I'm the mind. I'm the one that tells you what to do. Okay, there's a saying, and it's a biblical saying, but it's a true saying. So depending how you look at the Bible, but how I like to look at it as almost a playbook. Okay, so you can look at it and it'll tell you how to live a good life. So as above, so below. Now think about that for a second and think about what I did. My body, okay, in this case, my so below wanted to give up. Okay, it wanted to quit. My mind was saying, yeah, okay, I'm down with that. I can't be arsed. Okay, because your body can't speak for itself. All it can do is send a response up to the brain, and the brain will listen. Okay, but it cannot physically speak to itself. So therefore then your conscious side is the one that will speak to you there and say, oh, I can't be arsed, okay? Because it's looking again for that chemical, or even your subconscious can as well. So what you need to realize is that your body there, in this specific state, was the one wanting to quit, okay? It wanting that hormone, it was wanting that chemical release, it was wanting that craving, that familiarity, okay? It wasn't liking that unfamiliar feeling of being outside of its comfort zone. So it'll always crave you back into that comfort zone where you feel happier, which in this case was walking, not running as hard as I could, okay? So what I had to do then was I had to get on top of this, my as above, okay? So I created then a solution by sorting that out. And it's easy for me to say, or it's easy for you to think that, oh, it's easy for you to say, Chris, that, you know, all you've got to do is create focus and then tell yourself, oh no, give up. I'm the mind, you're the body. Don't want to fall into your cravings. I will dictate what the hell happens here. You know, it's easy for you to say that. But the thing is, if you're saying that now, you are addicted to that victim mentality. You need to get the fuck rid of that. You need to stop falling to the victim process and wanting to be the victim all the time. You're in charge of yourself. Start acting like it and start fucking taking charge of yourself. Okay? There's too many times that the as above here, people fucking fall short here. And it's because they give in, they're happy being the victim. Again, that's that familiar chemical being released in the body, which is typically a cortisol or a different stress hormone being released. Okay, and therefore then that is the chemical response that you are addicted to, and therefore you will always fall back on that and want that all your life. Why don't you stop being a victim and start rolling towards greatness? Okay, when you start rolling towards greatness, and just keep striving for greatness. Fuck what anyone else says about you, does for you there. You keep pushing to greatness, and what you will do, you will bring more people and inspire more people. As you start to do that, you will be able to create focus and solutions much quicker, much better. Okay, you will be all over it. So back to this then, sorry, I got a little sidetrack there. But again, some people need this talking to, okay? I needed it at some point, but I wish that there was someone like me around to tell me to fucking get a grip, okay? There wasn't anybody. I had to get a grip myself. So this is the best way that I can try and bring it to people. If you don't like it, you can fuck off, okay? So then, we've created that focus now, okay? So we have that focus and we now have the solution, which is to tell ourselves no. And you have to be strong with that as well. Your body will keep trying to push for that. It will keep trying to push for that. And you say no, no. What we're going to do is finish this. And if you don't like it by the end of it, then what we will do is we won't do it again. You can tell yourself that if you want, and then you can go do it again. You can lie to your body. But after a certain amount of times, what's going to happen is your body, like most stuff, will overcome its addiction. Okay, it will overcome its craving for that chemical and hormone response. So it won't do that no more, or that familiar response, okay? So eventually your body will say, okay, I'm down with this, let's keep moving. And that's then how you start to progress. So you start here, okay, and your starting point here may be, for example, let's get this pen lid, maybe, for example, say no to a cookie. Okay, do that enough times, and what will happen is you'll get to the point where you don't need that cookie anymore. Okay, and then what you do after, you can move on to the next step then, which may be like this, not quit on a run. Okay, and then you move up again. You move up and you move on. So you keep progressing up and up and up as you go along there, okay? So I'll wrap this up now because I've been going a hell of a long time, longer than I thought I would have been going. But basically, you will have a problem, and mental fortitude is being able to find the focus and the solution to overcome that. Now, I can't tell you every solution. I can only tell you the solutions that I create. Again, we all create our own solutions in response to our own problems, okay, or our own focus level. So again, after that then, you need to create that. So you have your problem, and therefore then you create your focus and your solution from that problem, whilst understanding what it is, what's going on in your body at that specific time. Okay, so remember, as above, so below. Be strong here, and this shit will follow afterwards. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the training, and just let me know underneath how you found it and everything else, and I will obviously bring you much more trainings out there to help you reach your peak physical and mental potential, as well as unlocking your true masculine potential. See you soon.